Right. Another day, another go. As the Japanite fire in for another episode of A Painting Goo. And as the 30 mortar scum gather to witness the glory of the goo. What is this shit? Where's my... There we go. Good go to you and you. Right. First, I must get the orientation correct. You know this. Cannot have poor orientation. Right. Gentry now. Gentry. Perfect. Glorious. As I descend into proper painting go posture. Where's my thingy? Ah. The stool is smooth. First thing on a Monday morning, nothing like a smooth stool to begin the week. Right, quick sip. Glorious. Get rid of this shit. 10. Right. Staburo-sama, tell me, what is 10 in Japanese? Was it like Zen? Is it Zen? I can't remember. Remember Raven from Tekken, one of his things was fucking counting to 10. Printer-sama! Margio-sama! And I just inadvertently spat buttery coffee all over the keyboard. Puh! Oh, shit. I must be careful when pronouncing my P's. Post-sip. Right. I believe we have new tunes. I believe there are new tunes to be prayed. Let me see. 6 people and only 1 Reich? Pathetic. Do you? How's my pronunciation? Spirit phonetically. You well, Margie? How's life, Margie-sama? Good? Right. Where are the new tunes? Here we go. Defenders tracks. Is this what it is? I will, of course, begin by praying the Painting Goo tune, and then I will find the new tunes. I was thinking, meditating, before the stream, and I am fearing brew today. Not sadness, but the color. The color brew came to me in a dreamer. Some type of demonic/angelic figure. We shall see. We shall see what the ether imprints in my mind's eye today. As the Raptop begins to take off like one of Elon Musk's dick rockets. You are iced in. So is Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter is also iced in. No tunes? How dare you? Jew? It sounds like Jew. Did you guys see that like Gargamel got shot in Minneapolis there the other day? It's like, I can't remember the last time I seen a more stereotypically Jewish looking guy. Like his name's Peretti or something, or Pretty. And fucking man, they're really trying to instigate civil war in America right now. And like between two factions of people that like really shouldn't fight each other. Like the left in America is a bunch of like soy boy beta cook, like absolute trash bags of human filth. And the right is a bunch of hypocrite, sex addicted, like grifters. You know what I mean? But at least the right typically like know how to use guns, can fight, are like taking TRT and steroids and shit. And like the American right will butcher the American left if it does kick off. And if you're just gonna have like the government in between them being like, you know, whoa, 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 whoa. like if the government just let the right and left go to war, the left would be dead in like a week. Like, oh, my muscles are still sore from the workout I did on Saturday. Was it Saturday? Yeah, I think it was Saturday. Yeah. My biceps. At least I know I hit everything. My forearms, pretty much everything. Glutes, abs, quads. I think the only thing I can't really feel like soreness in right now is my calves. I hit my traps, parts of my back. I don't know how long it's been. It's been like 6 months or something. Felt good. Felt fucking good. And I was doing it in the rain, in the cold, like a beast. I was growling when I was doing reps. It's like doing press ups and being like, like just a lot of cold air coming out of me. It felt good. It's like it's like when I get moments like that where I haven't worked out in a while, and I've like been a bit of a fucking like frustrated fucking mess. And I'm like going on rants and fucking like, you know, letting things get to me and shit. And then all it takes is one like solid workout. I think it took me like, did 2 rounds of everything. It took me about just under 40 minutes. And like fucking guzzled a lot of milk after it and all, like, you know, when you just let it drip down your beard, you're just like you're eating the heart of your enemy or some shit, like, like. But like after it, like after it felt so good. Like, you need to do it, especially if you're someone like me who just like retains a lot of that like bloodlust. Like, you just need to get it out of you. Like, oh fuck. I'm Manuel Sama. Oh. Right. Navy. I'm thinking Navy. Paint, paint, painting goo. Painting you. Sip, sip. Rant, rant. Painting goo. Like tubes. It won't squirt! Phrasing! Bitches wet, they drip, they fall. Canvas screaming, let's paint them all. A smear smudge, a masterpiece too. Paint, paint, painting goo. There we go. Painting goo. It's in my blood, it speaks to you. Painting goo. Attack the canvas like it has insulted your grandmother. Right. Let's go for the new tunes. Where are the new tunes? Games version 2. Homework. Homework version 2. 1999. Tears in the Rain. Anytime I fucking that song reminds me of or just the title reminds me of what, you know, that Bullet for My Valentine song? Fucking like, your tears don't fall, they crash around me. Fucking it was called just Tears Don't Fall, yeah. I used to love that song. I thought it was fucking epic. They had some good tunes. That's some good tunes. Yeah, well, I'm playing games first, and then it goes into homework. Or do you want me to do it the other way around? Do you want me to do games, the first version of games, or? No, yeah, it's just games version 2, and then it goes straight into homework. Yeah? I didn't hear it. Can Defender play? Yeah, I can play. I can play the ones that they made. Fucking after I play these ones, they were really good. They're very funny. They put like loads of stuff from like old streams and like recent streams in it, and all like, ooh, I like that. I like that black, navy blue. It's beautiful. Yeah, Surrey, fucking or Surrey. Is it Surrey? Yeah, fucking. I like Stabberloo. Now and again, my mind gets like, how many names do these people have? One of these days, I'm gonna get real bored and just call you Derek. Shirley. Everybody was calling him Shirley for months. Shirley Delta Bear. And I always thought that was a cool name. Like, surely he's a Delta. Like he's surely a Delta because he's such a hard worker. I thought that worked. It's hilarious. Oh man. Fuck it. Oh yeah, like I'm assuming you're in work, bro, yeah? I'm just gonna play them. The first one is games, and then it goes straight into homework. Is that okay? Is that better? I need to water that down a bit. These two are based off your homework assignment on Friday. Then I got carried away. Right, okay. Yeah, okay, grand. I was just checking if there was lag there. Right, I'm starting with this one, and it goes straight into homework. I already like it. Yeah, I already like it. Yes, I'm liking the vibe of this. Dark, foreboding, menacing, sinister, funky. Painting. Goo, goo. Painting. Goo, goo. Very vibey. Miraiki. Right, so this one's homework now. Okay. Yeah, it is kind of Castlevania-esque, alright. Despite the gay stuff in the Netflix series, I really enjoyed the Netflix series. It was a really good anime, like action-packed, decent storyline. Fucking like the voice acting was good, like. But there was gayness, and it did disappoint me. Make sure you stick around, Emmanuel, because there's a few of these songs that he made. I think there's like 16 of them or some shit. So that'll probably get us through the first hour or something, and then I'll stick on the War of the Worlds stuff that they did, so you can hear it. The rest are future noir sci-fi vibes. Try to keep it cohesive. Miraiki. I want to finish my War of the World ones to have at least 3 more tunes to have a full story. Pretty sure we're going over the ice wall. Yeah, like the fucking the lyrics in them and all, and like it's fucking had me in stitches. It did. It was so funny. Like pretty much every like the least satisfying ones you did were the like between the two years were the first was the ones I asked you to do, like the metal version with the lyrics that I wrote. And I'm telling you now, it's because I'm shit at music. I like I like gave you something that was like hard to work with. Like, but then Printer Bear nails it with the Irish trad fucking inverted thing, like, you know. And you're right, you did fix it, like, now you all know how shit I am when it comes to music. I have excellent taste in music, that's about it. Like, I think I tried to play that Chinese flute maybe like 10 times. I was just like, fuck this. So trash at music. But that's what makes me want to like, I want to not be trash at music. I train myself to be good at it. My knowledge of bands is very little. I've really enjoyed your recommendations. That Doom Eternity soundtrack is, oh yeah, man. Your man Mick Gordon. Oh, fuck. They totally screwed themselves over by not keeping him on. And apparently they screwed him over as well with the contract and all. Like, I have another recommendation. If you're up for it, fucking way darker. Way darker. I think I showed them to Demon Hunter there. I'll put it in the Telegram because it's like weird, like spelling and shit. Like, he probably knows what one I'm on about. Like, they're called Viljarta. I think I've mentioned them before. They've pretty much only got one album called Mastodon. I fucking love them. They're really cool. Super weird, but super cool. So far, these are really good, Saburo-sama. But they're actually a bit too happy. Like they're really good. But I want it darker. I want cruel techno. Yeah, it's VILDHJARTA. They could be less joyful. Yes, indeed. Like, it's too happy. I said sinister. Not beautiful anime vibes. Imagine that being a critic. Imagine getting that criticism. It's too beautiful. I want more misery and pain. Is that one of mine? There is a hair in my goo. This is looking pretty much the way I wanted it to. Well, I know what I'm doing tonight. Oh. I want you to like get in touch with that shadow side of you. You know, like make it not safe. We went to. Well, I'm not denying that. I'm not denying that at all. But I did say sinister. This is quite jolly. I can feel the dark tones, and it's like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Like, this is still really like I'd fall asleep to this. Like, it's beautiful. Painting. Like, genuinely, it is very beautiful. And so, like, I was almost immediately like, nah, it's too happy. Ah, Pruno-sama. Painting goo goo. Doo, doo, doo. Like they're really epic. Reminds me a lot of that fucking playlist that I used to play, the gaming pixel wave shit. Like, it's beautiful. It's too beautiful. Yeah, they sound great. Like, you're really not gonna. I'm not saying I don't like it. It's great. Like, I love it. Like, I am simply speaking my mind. I love them. Like, obviously, if I'd fall asleep to it, it's nice. Like, you know. Oh, I love that shit. That's like a classic. Do do do, like this bit here. Or did I not go back far enough? This bit here. Do do do. I love those. I fucking love that shit. It's very like the band The Midnight. If you've never listened to their albums, check them out, because they're exactly like this. But they have like vocals and all, like, and a saxophone and shit, like. Do do do. Yeah, I love that. That's so 80s. That's so 80s. I love that shit. Yeah, like they're really good, like. But that, like, yeah, it's cute. Yeah, exactly. I'm getting like anime, you know, chill, fucking, like you're playing Streets of Rage, you know. It's very 80s video game. It's beautiful. Ooh. Kind of want to make the head smaller, maybe, or maybe put a face in there. I don't know. This is Sonia. That is fantastic so far. Domo arigato, Sonia-sama, and welcome to painting. Are you enjoying the snow? I am jealous. I am jealous of the beautiful whiteness. In more ways than one. It's cute. Might as well say this is the most shit thing I've ever heard. I didn't say it, printer did. Just peeked that video. That's awesome. Thanks. Yeah, it's working out well. Yeah. I just like. I recently finished the video game. Like 2 weeks ago, a week ago. The Evil Within 2. And then there was like another thing I saw. There's this YouTube channel that is called Pantheon Mythology, I think it's called, or something. And I kind of like fused the two of them together as like this like angelic, fallen angel type angelic, draped in white cloth, but like wielding a sword with like a. The Pantheon one had like a Baroque mask on it. It was deadly looking. But I really like the kind of like the hooded. This is kind of the vibe I'm going for. If I was to visualize the music, that's what I'm talking about. It's terrifying because it's like you don't really know what it is, but it's also beautiful and it's really cool. But it's like, you know, it's not exactly the thing that you'd want to meet in a dark alley on a Friday night, like. We are enjoying the snow. It's still coming down heavy. It's still coming down heavy. Lucky bastards. I'd love to be snowed in right now. I'd love to be snowed in, but I wouldn't like to be snowed in. Is he dead or in jail? Your man Snowden. Did they kill him? Can't remember. Haha, yeah, I was just busting your balls. I did. Yeah, like, it's really good. I love this shit. Like, it's the type of stuff I really like, but it's way too happy. It's way too, like... It's nice. Do you know what I mean? Like it's chill. I'm like... I'm not scared at all. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, which is obviously a good thing, you know? Like... Of course he's in Russia. Typical. That's so funny. Snow finished up down in Connecticut at 3 a.m. Fixing blower belt now. Nice. Sounds kind of gay, you know. Sounds like you're working on one of those fucking Auschwitz fucking Jew pleasuring machines, but, you know. A blower belt. like a conveyor belt of a Oh, they strapped this to the blower belt. It was terrible. The gang in the fucking in the Irish Bear chat are talking about fucking somebody's holding a referendum in the next few days. I think it's tomorrow. On the Holocaust, like numbers and stuff, like the numbers of death, the numbers of the dead Jews and shit, like, and everyone's like, you know, oh yeah, finally, like they're finally gonna tell the truth and all, like. I put a message in, it was like, how funny would it be if they tried to announce that it was actually 12 million and we're all going to hell because we didn't believe the chosen one? They're never going to admit to the truth. Like, a narcissistic psychopath will never, like, all they do is double and triple down. They're never gonna, like, admit anything. They're never gonna... I mean, on one level, you gotta give it to them. Like, they never fold. They never take a hit. They always just, like, move and deflect and, like... You know, they're like poison water or living jelly. And we're gonna start. Is that how we get around the copyright shit? We just start calling them sentient goop. Sentient jupe. Sentient jupe. Yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, get the saxophone in there, baby. That fucking what? That's a synthetic drum, isn't it? Because like that doesn't sound like a real snare or a bass or any of those things. I know technically it's all synthetic because it's AI, but you get where I'm coming from. The music sounds so familiar, like from a movie that I've seen. Yeah, it's pure 80s fucking horror stuff. Pure 80s, like, loads of movies in the 80s would have had this shit. It's exactly that vibe. I love it. I love shit like that. The band The Midnight are like that, and like they're that vibe, and they're one of my favorite fucking vibes. So calming, so like just ooh, that's nice. Stuff like that, Stabru. The way that one started was very kind of like. Hold on, I go back. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, like fucking. What you're looking, what I'm looking for is like creepy. You know, like fucking creepy alien, fucking like scare me. Do your best to scare the bollocks out of me, and I'll probably really enjoy it. Okay, we're starting to get to the point now where I'm going to need to go in with a different brush. All based off 1982 Blade Runner. You want sci-fi, horror, scary, creepy. Yeah. With a touch of like scary, creepy, orchestral shit. You know, like throw in a couple of like haunting voices and stuff. You know, like you know, like shit, like make it like epic and stuff. Like. Yeah, I'll do the phrase. I'm gonna take a piss and I'll come back and I'll do the phrase. I'll just make sure there's still songs left. Which one is this? Yeah, grand. There's still loads of songs left. Grand. Right, I'm gonna take a piss and go back in a second. Nothing like training the dragon. Right, my beloved Japonaita, and all you filthy mortar scum. It is time for today's phrase of the day. Tobias, my feathery friend. The ding of my tiny dunga with a mighty sunga. I announce today's phrase of the day and send cleansing vibrations through the interwebs to cleanse you dirty, filthy mortals of your dirty, filthy chi, and allow it to flow freely. Today's phrase of the day is as follows. A wise man poops on company timer. A foolish man waits until his break. This is very true. This is very true. Why shit and not get paid to do so? Very true. Bonus Porak Joker. Why did the Polish man try having his wife arrested? He noticed a bottle of Polish remover on her bedside table. Smart. Smart man. Best not take the risk that she was simply removing nail polish from her nails. Instead, best to assume she is trying to murder you in your sleeper and have her promptly removed from the premises. Glorious. A glorious Fraser and a glorious Porak Joker. This concludes today's Fraser of the day. One of these days I will have to take Tobias to the vet to ensure he does not have rickets. Resume Tunes. Oh, no way. I'll check them out now, Margie. I like the way this one's all like Asian and shit. It's very nice. Let me see. You can just hear my stream in the background. That's hilarious. Oh my god, it's beautiful, Margie. We just don't get snow like that here, really. It's been years since we had snow like that. And it's like fresh powder. Like, you can tell that it's just like, if you stood on it, it'd be all crunchy and all. Like, it's beautiful. Ah, the two of them playing. That is adorable. You should put them in the painting guild chat. The lads would love to see that. Those videos are epic. Like, I always find it hilarious when there's like a little dog playing with a big dog. It's so funny. The two of them look so cute together. This angelic figurine is most impressive. Domo. Domo Desmondu-sama. The snow is on top of ice. Not surprised. Not surprised at all. All of my American contacts are like, it's snowing like fuck here. I'm quite jealous. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. On the painting goo chat in Telegram. You know the Telegram chat that has all of us in it. I'm sure I added you to that like ages ago. Oh, that was nice of him. What did he cook for you? Oh, cheeseburgers. It's been a while since I had a good cheeseburger. Now I want cheeseburgers. You can't go wrong with a good burger. Just like has them in a tray. Legend. That's a fine silver beard he has. You make good looking kids, Margie. Oh, I think we're at the end of it now. Okay. Right. You still here, Emmanuel? You silent fucker, you. You better still be there. Where's my tunes? Oh, so me boss said. Where are we going? Where is? Where's Printaber? Huh. Ah. Was there only 3 of these? I thought we were listening to this stuff for ages. Stuff's hilarious.
No one would have suspected, in the early years of the 21st century, that human affairs were being observed from the timeless void of space. No one could have imagined that we were being scrutinized as someone with a microscope examines creatures that swarm and divide in a drop of water. Few men even pondered the possibility of life beyond the firmament. And yet, across the vastness of space, minds immeasurably greater to ours regarded this earth with covetous eyes, and slowly and surely they measured our actions against us. At 4 GMT on the 23rd day of January, a huge mass of radiant gas passed our firmament and hovered over Canada. Across 5,780 miles of maple and misery.
Maple and misery.
Oblivious of the danger coming towards it, came the first of the projectiles that were to bring so much calamity to Earth. As I watched, there was yet another jet of gas. It was another projectile setting on its way, and that's how it was for the next 9 days and 11 hours. A flash spurting out from the firmament, bright green, drawing a green haze behind it. A beautiful, but somehow unsettling sight. The scientist assured me we were in no danger. He was convinced there could be no sentient thing beyond our realm. There's no chance of anything coming from the stars. You're incredibly dumb, he said. There's no chance of anything coming from the stars. You're incredibly dumb, but still they advance. To then demon night, the first blast approached Earth. It was thought to be an ordinary northern light, bright, colorful, and incredibly gay. But the next day, the entirety of Canada was turned to glass. No one really noticed. cross, burning hot, the faint sounds of motion coming from within. Subtly the top began shifting, rotating, unscrewing. And a woke man feared there was a moose stuck trying to escape. He rested the cylinder, but a green blob fast and clung to his face. He peeled and cried, but the living jelly was immovable. You could hear him screaming, "Get it off!" Just before the firearm roused ricochet off the green man. There's no chance of anything coming from the stars.
You're incredibly dumb.
He said, "There's no chance of anything coming from the stars." They're incredibly dumb, but still they advance. Yes, there's no chance of anything coming from the stars.
You're incredibly dumb.
He repeated, "There's no chance of anything coming from the stars." Incredibly dumb, but still they advance. It seems totally absurd, but now that everyone spent that evening as though it were just like any normal other. From the railway station came the sound of clanking trains, ringing and rumbling, soft and almost into harm and tranquil. And next, as the man's corpse lie before them, the military men and women gathered, hypnotized by the unscrewing of the cylinder, 3.3 feet of glistening screw unwinding, when suddenly the lid fell off. Arose was what appeared to be a blue article with gills and hieroglyphics. It was the huge skull, and jet black eyes stared back at us. Its lipless mouth quivered and then gave a menacing smile. Its rounded belly shined in the bright yellow suit, and the thin snake-like legs started to twitch and kick clumsy as the creature began to laugh and light a cigarette. The men crept closer to the pit. When the creature pulled out a small blaster, that in an instant shot a ray of light that seemed to bounce from man to man like an electrical circuit. They all glowed bright and popped into balls of fire. People clawed their way off the crater, as did I. I felt I was being toyed with like a cat plays with a mouse, letting it run before eating it ass first. Surely the creature was right behind me. But silence. At last I reached home, New Hampshire, and in the dim cool lights of my home, I wrote a V in my journal, next to my phrases of the day, and complimentary bonus jokes before I sank into a restless, haunted sleep. I woke to alien sounds hammering from the crater, and hurried to the bus station to get internet and check my news feed. The memes were all the same as ever. Countless herds of pervs, degenerates, snowflakes, furries.
War of the Goo World.
She continued hammering and stirring, relentless.
Oh, the one in your, the one of you and your godson is a really nice photo, Margie.
Now and again a beam like that of a lighthouse swept the sky. circuit blaster was sure to follow.
You look like you have a really nice family.
In the afternoon, a troop of soldiers came through and deployed along the edge of the crater to form a barrier. That evening, there was a violent crash, and I realized with horror that my home was now within range of the creature's weapon. At dawn, a falling star with a trail of green mist landed with a flash like summer lightning. This was the second cylinder.
Oh, nothing there. Oh, just cut off. No, definitely not. Yeah. No ugly people in your bunch. Yeah, for sure.
My terror rose at the sound of someone slipping into the house.
God bless you with a beautiful family.
Then I saw it was a young artillery person. Weary, covered in grime and dirt and purple hair.
Bollocks. Anyone help?
Come closer here, take this.
That's cool, your name?
Desmundi.
What's going on out there?
They slaying us hundreds dead, maybe thousands. The circuit blaster?
The Bites. They were inside the second cylinder. Giant meatballs with brilliantly white teeth. They slaughtered us all!
Meatballs?
Yes, they slingshot around with their stretchy tentacles, covered in barbs, constantly yelling glib shits! Over and over, glib shits, glib shits!
What on earth is a glib shit?
They came from the cylinder landing last night.
Yes, it looked headed for France.
What on earth is a clip shit?
Margie! I hadn't imagined there could be threat to Margie. That 8 acres was my backup plan, so many miles away. I must go there immediately. We'll all have to flee south.
Yes, and I must go to answer to headquarters.
If there's anything remaining of it. At Giverny, I pulled my bus up to an inn. It looked abandoned.
Is everyone dead?
Not everyone look. 6 cannons with gunners waiting by.
Spear checkers and arrows against the thunder. They haven't seen the Bites yet.
We rushed along the path to Margie's son. There was a violent explosion. The ground lurched, windows splintered, and gusts of smoke burst in the air. Watch! There! Slithering from the bush! What did I tell you?
Fucking song's hilarious. What on earth is a glib shits? Where's the other one? You just put it in the chat, didn't you, Siri?
No one would have believed that Pinleg Glipshits, accompanied only by Smear Glopstein, a sentient, softly glowing mass of thoughtful goop,
Thoughtful
would
goop.
interrupt their endless drift between collapsing stars to observe a small, unruly planet. They did not arrive in thunder. They did not arrive in flame. They arrived with clipboards of light and an increasingly long list of concerns. From the silence beyond time, they watched a species capable of poetry, engineering, and catastrophically poor decisions. And Pinleg asked, very calmly,
Is this world a tragedy or a joke taken too far?
It's a bit of both. Definitely a bit of both.
At the moment their instruments focused, the planet began its performance. On a deserted island, a meth-addled baboon in stolen military regalia guarded crates of narcotics with the devotion of a war god, fighting anyone who suggested a better system. An emperor known as No-Si Wang, vast in body and ambition, declared himself a genius while eating enough to frighten the concept of abundance. Nearby, Nigger the Knight, polished, armored, and painfully eager, paced an empty field, desperate for a glorious battle, furious that no one had scheduled one. Smear Glopstein emitted a nervous bubble. Pinleg made a note. The odds of a world making sense at all are a billion to none, he said. The odds of a world making sense at all are a billion to none, and yet it spins. The visions multiplied. A pickle-shaped starfighter patrolled the skies with purpose but no mission. A Chilean rainbow tap poured color endlessly, refusing to explain why. A crystal pony played tennis alone, winning every match, and still looking disappointed. A Samoan zipper cannon feuded loudly with a Georgian sled eagle over borders neither could pronounce. Pinleg adjusted the zoom. Smear Glopstein began reconsidering eternity. Then came the forests. In an emerald wilderness, murderous monkeys stood in perfect silence, surrounding a fallen samurai. His blade broken, his honor intact, his fate apparently non-negotiable. Elsewhere, an island ruled entirely by rats, too large to remember why they hated boats. A Brazilian dunce wearing an elephant as though it were formal attire addressed no audience and received thunderous applause anyway. An ancient elk, born of conflict and covenant, wandered alone, remembered by everyone, understood by no one.
What kind of world does this?
Smear Glopstein asked, dramatically shaken. The odds of a world surviving inspection are a billion surviving inspection are a billion to none. Yet still we fall. Yes, the odds of a world surviving inspection are a billion to none. Yet still we fall. Then came the most troubling possibility of all. What if none of this was real? What if this planet, its monsters, its miracles, its poorly dressed mammals, were merely the unfinished thought of a half-mortal, a distracted demigod called Defenderer, inventing meaning to avoid boredom.
If so, what did that make Pinleg Glipshits?
An executioner, a critic, or simply another character, waiting for the author to decide what happens next. Smear Glopstein dimmed thoughtfully. The stars remained undecided, and humanity, for the moment, continued unsupervised. No one would have believed that Pinleg Glipshits, accompanied only by Smear Glopstein, a sentient, softly glowing mass of thoughtful goop, would interrupt their endless drift between collapsing stars to observe a small, unruly planet. They did not arrive in thunder. They did not arrive in flame. They arrived with clipboards of light and an increasingly long list of concerns.
The lyrics are hilarious.
Beyond time, they watched a species capable of poetry engineering and catastrophically poor decisions. And Pinleg asked very calmly,
Is this world a tragedy?
or a joke taken too far? At the moment their instruments focused, the planet began its performance. On a deserted island, a embattled baboon and stolen military Golia.
Your rooster got out and it froze.
Fighting anyone who suggested a better system.
Crap! Did you bang this out since 4? Yeah, yeah, I did. Yeah. Impressed? You should be. Oh, fuck. Getting tired now. Ugh.
it spins. The visions multiplied. A pickle-shaped starfighter. Patrol the skies with purpose but no mission. A Chilean rainbow tap poured color endlessly, refusing to explain why. A crystal pony played tennis alone, winning every match, and still looking disappointed.
Oh, excuse me. I mean, sumimasen.
Considering eternity. Then came the forests. In an emerald wilderness, murderous monkeys stood in perfect silence, surrounding a fallen samurai. His blade broken, his honor intact, his fate apparently non-negotiable. Elsewhere, an island ruled entirely by rats, too large to remember why they hated boats. A Brazilian
Too large to remember why they hated boats. Oh man, some of the lyrics in that are fucking hilarious.
Understood by no one. What kind of world does this? Smearglaubstein, grammatically shaken. Odds of the world surviving inspection are 1,000,000 to none. He said, the odds of the world surviving inspection are 1,000,000 to none. Yet still we pause. Yes, the odds of the world surviving inspection are 1,000,000 to none. Yet still we pause.
I can't believe you had a rooster called Wilson. It's hilarious. Was it like, did he freeze like in place?
Troubling possibility of all.
I don't mean to be insensitive, but the idea of a rooster just like flash freezing in a garden just makes me laugh.
What if this planet, its monsters, its miracles, its poorly dressed mammals, were merely the unfinished thought of a half-mortal, distracted demigod called Defenderu?
Get one of your godsons to go out and like
To avoid,
thaw him out for dinner.
if so, what did that make pit-leg glipshits? An executioner? A critic? Or simply another character, waiting for the author to decide what happens next? Smearglaubstein dimmed thoughtfully. The stars remained undecided. And humanity, for the moment, continued unsupervised.
Okay. I am going to leave it there and I'm going to go make myself some dinner. I might go for a walk before I do, actually, because my fucking muscles are still sore. I need to get the blood pumping. Although I did do my Qigong earlier on, and that did help. Okay. This thing's pretty much done, but like, I think I might try and put a little bit more detail on it tomorrow. But yeah, that felt good. Fuck. Like, oh. I didn't see him. My son found him under his truck. Oh, Jesus, the poor thing. Fucking hell. It's just like the idea of your godson going out and like finding the thing and being like, Wilson, like out of fucking what's that called? What was that fucking movie called with oh, I can't remember. One of you will put it in the chat. What was that fucking movie called? I can't even remember what the actor's called now. I'm like totally spacing. Ever since I found out that fucking prick was like pedophile adjacent, I was like, screw that prick. Tom Hanks, that's the one. Tom Hanks. Castaway. There we go. You can see I didn't look at the chat. It came to me all on my own. I like Castaway though. Castaway was a good movie. A bit where he's got the fucking ice hockey boot and he just like smacks his fucking. He's trying to get rid of an abscess. Like. But anyway, yeah. I might like try and maybe like make some bits a bit darker, make some bits a bit brighter, but yeah, I mean like I pretty much created what I wanted to create. It's a bit thicker than I wanted it to be. Pardon me. The way I was picturing it was like a bit slimmer. But yeah, it's pretty. I might make his belt a bit like the thorns. I might make the thorns a bit bigger. He's got a pauldron on his left and shit, like, and yeah. I mean, it's not bad for just like no sketch, you know. So, my beloved Japonator, this concludes today's episode of A Painting Goo. I hope you've enjoyed Ingu. I'm not arsed finding the tune right now. Oh, Christ. Hey! If you have any honor, pay for Painting Goo. Be good. Be true. Be beautiful. And I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, I don't think I have any plans for the rest of the week, really. I have a meeting on Friday, I think, but other than that, I'm going to try and bang a new symmetrical out and just keep the goo flowing, you know? Right. Sayonara, my beloved Japonator. And all you other filthy mortal scum, pay for Painting Goo, or your ancestors will look upon you with great shame. Smash that like button like it has insulted your grandmother. Oh, stretching goo. Right. I'll see you tomorrow. God bless.